Large TVs are becoming increasingly popular, with manufacturers releasing more models in the 70 to 77-inch range. LG and Sony usually release OLED TVs in a 77-inch size, but you won't find any LED TVs in that exact size. It's easier to find the best 75-inch TV with an LED panel rather than the best 70-inch TV because there aren't many 70-inch TVs available and 75-inch models are more popular. Looking for the best TV for your needs depends on the content you're going to watch and what type of room environment you will use it in. In this video we will look at the 10 best 70-75-77-inch TVs 2022 available on the market today. We made this list based on our personal opinion, hours of research and customer reviews. We've considered their quality, durability, features, and more. If you want more information and updated pricing on the products mentioned, check the links in the description box below. So let's dive into the video. Number 10. LG C1 OLED. The LG C1 OLED is the 2021 replacement for the LG CX OLED. As expected, it's an amazing TV, but aside from a few minor tweaks and upgrades like the new game optimizer settings, a redesigned Magic Remote, and a new version of WebOS, it performs about the same as its predecessor. Like all OLED TVs, it has self-lit pixels that can be turned off individually to produce an almost infinite contrast ratio, with dark inky blacks and no distracting blooming around bright objects. Unfortunately, the unit we tested has exceptionally poor out-of-the-box color accuracy, but that can vary between units, so we may have just gotten one with a bad panel. Our testing also confirmed that, unlike the higher-end LG G1 OLED, it doesn't have LG's new Evo panel. Despite these quibbles, the C1 still has a lot to offer, including a new setting for lower input lag, as well as a near-instantaneous response time and variable refresh rate support. The LG C1 OLED is an amazing all-around TV. It has stunning picture quality thanks to its near-infinite contrast ratio, which is great for watching movies or gaming in the dark. The near-instantaneous response time makes motion look exceptionally clear in fast-moving games and sports, and its low input lag is great for gaming or use as a PC monitor. While it doesn't get very bright for HDR, its high contrast helps it deliver an impressive HDR experience. Number 9. TCL 646. The TCL 646 is a 4K TV with mini LED backlighting. It's part of the 6 series lineup that includes the TCL 6 series R635 2020 QLED, with one of the differences being that the R646 has Google TV while the R635 uses Roku TV. While the TV is an overall improvement from the R635 thanks in part to its better local dimming feature, it's still not as good as other flagship 4K TVs. The Google TV interface is user-friendly, but we've read reports of issues with apps crashing. The TV has a built-in mic that you can use with Google Assistant, but you also have the option to disable the mic if you're worried about privacy. TCL also includes current-gen gaming features like variable refresh rate, VRR, support and 2 HDMI 2.1 inputs, meaning you can take full advantage of the Xbox Series X and PS5's capabilities. The TCL 646 is great for most uses. It's impressive for watching movies because it displays deep blacks, and it has a decent mini LED local dimming feature. But it doesn't improve the picture quality that much. It's great for watching TV shows or sports because it has fantastic peak brightness and excellent reflection handling, but it has narrow viewing angles. Gamers should appreciate the VRR support, HDMI 2.1 inputs, and low input lag. Lastly, it's impressive for watching HDR content because it displays a wide color gamut and gets bright enough to make highlights pop. Number 8. TCL 75S546. The TCL 5 series is a 4K LED TV. It's a new TV in TCL's 2021 lineup, and although it's meant as an upgrade from the TCL 5 series S535 QLED, it's not a direct replacement because they're both still available as part of the 5 series lineup. It uses Google TV, which is a fairly user-friendly smart interface with many apps available to download through the Google Play Store. You have access to Google Assistant through the built-in mic on the TV. There are a few more gaming features like variable refresh rate support to reduce screen tearing. But it's still limited to HDMI 2.0 inputs. It has a VA panel that displays deep blacks, and there's a local dimming feature, but it's not that effective at improving the picture quality in dark scenes. Also, our unit has bad out-of-the-box accuracy, giving everything a reddish tint, but this can also vary between units, so your experience may vary. The TCL5 series is a good TV for most uses. It's great for gaming because it has VRR support, a quick response time, and low input lag for responsive gaming. It's very good for watching movies in SDR or HDR because it displays deep blacks and has a full array local dimming feature, but the local dimming isn't anything special. It's good for watching sports and decent for TV shows because it gets bright and has decent reflection handling. However, it has narrow viewing angles and doesn't properly upscale 480p content like from DVDs. Number 7. Hisense 75U9DG. The Hisense 75U9DG is Hisense's flagship 4K TV, and it's a very unique TV. It's the first widely available TV that uses a dual-layer LCD panel, with a 1080p grayscale panel sandwiched underneath a 4K ADS panel. The grayscale panel acts as a sort of local dimming layer and allows the TV to achieve much higher contrast and better local dimming than any other LED LCD TV on the market, especially for a TV with an ADS panel. First announced in 2019, it was released outside North America in 2020 as the Hisense 65SX, but in a 65-inch version. Hisense has refined the technology and brought it to North America, but this time in a 75-inch size. It's an impressive TV overall, and Hisense has clearly shown that the technology works, as it has incredible contrast, an outstanding local dimming feature, and exceptional black uniformity. Sadly, many of the issues reported on the 65-inch version are still there. It has a slow response time, with terrible ghosting behind fast-moving objects, and the dual-layer technology produces bands of color in uniform screens that can be distracting. The Hisense 75U9DG is an impressive TV overall. It's best suited for watching movies in a dark room, as it has incredible contrast and outstanding local dimming. Sadly, there are some serious issues with motion, so it's not recommended for watching sports or playing games, as there's terrible ghosting behind fast-moving objects. It can display a wide color gamut for the latest HDR content, but large bright scenes in HDR aren't bright enough. Number 6. Samsung QN90A QLED. The Samsung QN90A is a flagship 4K LED TV. It's part of Samsung's Neo QLED lineup, which combines mini LED backlighting with a quantum dot layer to display a wide range of colors at various luminance levels. The mini LED backlighting helps the TV display deeper blacks as it has greater control over its local dimming feature, and it also gets very bright, enough to combat glare or bring out highlights. It comes with the Tizen Smart Platform, which is easy to use and has a ton of apps available to download. And the new remote has a solar panel in the back, so it uses sunlight to charge. It comes with a bunch of gaming features like variable refresh rate, VRR, support in HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, but only on one port, which is disappointing as you can't take full advantage of two next-gen gaming consoles at the same time. The Samsung QN90A is an excellent TV for any use. It's excellent for movies in dark rooms as its VA panel provides an excellent native contrast ratio and has a great local dimming to display deep blacks. It gets bright enough to combat glare and has fantastic reflection handling if you want to use it in a well-lit room while watching shows and sports. It also displays a wide range of colors for an excellent HDR experience. Also, it's amazing for gaming because it has variable refresh rate, VRR, support, low input lag, and quick response time for smooth motion handling. Number 5. Sony A80K OLED. The Sony A80K OLED is one of two entry-level OLEDs in Sony's 2022 lineup. It sits behind the Sony A90K OLED and the QD-OLED Sony A95K OLED, and in Europe, it sits ahead of the Sony A75K. It replaces the Sony A80J OLED from 2021, and it's largely unchanged from its predecessor. It uses the same cognitive processor XR, and it has many of the same features like the HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, variable refresh rate, VRR, support, and the S-Center speaker input to use the TV speakers as a center channel when connecting a compatible Sony soundbar. It also uses the same Google TV Smart Platform, and like its predecessor, it's available in 55-inch, 65-inch, and 77-inch models. The Sony A80K is excellent for most uses. It performs best in dark rooms while watching movies because it displays deep blacks without any blooming in dark scenes. It's excellent for HDR because of that dark room performance and the fact that it displays a wide range of colors, but its HDR brightness isn't high enough for the best HDR experience. It's great for watching TV shows and excellent for sports in well-lit rooms thanks to its wide viewing angle and incredible reflection handling. But it doesn't get bright enough to fight a ton of glare. Lastly, it's fantastic for gaming as it has variable refresh rate support with HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, a quick response time, and low input lag. Number 4. Samsung QN85B. The Samsung QN85B QLED is a high-end TV, and it's the successor to the Samsung QN85A QLED. Part of Samsung's Neo QLED series of TVs, it features a mini LED backlight, allowing for higher brightness levels and finer control of the local dimming zones. It sits between the Samsung Q80B QLED and the Samsung QN90B QLED. Like other Samsung TVs, it uses Samsung's proprietary Tizen OS smart interface, which offers a large selection of streaming apps and games. Extra features are a big focus for Samsung this year. And the QN85B is no exception. It's designed to interact with all of your other smart devices. To help you do that, it now supports Bixby, Google Assistant, and Alexa. It's also compatible with Google Duo, which supports video calls with up to 32 people directly on your TV by connecting a supported webcam to the TV. The Samsung QN85B is a great TV for most users. Thanks to its high peak brightness and good viewing angle, it's an impressive TV for watching TV shows or sports in a bright room. It also has decent contrast and a great local dimming feature, so it's a very good choice for watching movies in either SDR or HDR in a dark room. It also has a quick response time, low input lag, and a great selection of gaming features that help it deliver a great gaming experience overall. Number 3. Hisense UGG. The Hisense UGG is an entry-level TV in Hisense's 2021 ULED lineup. It's a budget-friendly model that delivers better picture quality than most other low-cost TVs, and it rivals more expensive options, but it's limited on extra features. It has a VA panel that performs well both in dark and bright rooms as it displays deep blacks for a great darkroom viewing experience, and even in bright rooms, it gets bright enough to fight glare. It comes with Android TV as its built-in smart interface, which has a ton of apps available to download but takes a bit of time to learn. It supports both Dolby Vision and HDR10+, so it can stream your favorite content no matter which format it's in. Unfortunately, it's limited to a 60 Hz refresh rate and HDMI 2.0 bandwidth, so you can't use it for high frame rate gaming, and it doesn't support any variable refresh rate technology to reduce screen tearing. The Hisense UGG is a great TV for most users. It's a great TV for watching sports or TV shows in a bright room because it gets bright enough to fight glare. But it's not good for wide seating arrangements as it has narrow viewing angles, meaning the image looks washed out from the sides. It's a great choice for watching movies in a darkroom because it displays deep blacks, but small highlights don't pop in HDR. It's also an impressive gaming TV, with low input lag and a great response time for smooth motion handling. However, it doesn't support HDMI 2.1 bandwidth or variable refresh rate technology, which is disappointing if you have an Xbox Series X or PS5. Number 2. Vizio M7 Series Quantum. The Vizio MQ7 is a good overall TV. It's a mid-range model that replaces the Vizio M7 Series Quantum and offers much of the same performance and features. It has a basic 60 Hz panel, and unlike most 60 Hz TVs available in 2021, it has native FreeSync variable refresh rate support to reduce screen tearing. It has low input lag and a quick response time for a responsive gaming experience, but like most VA panel TVs, there's some black smearing with fast-moving objects. Speaking of VA panels, it has a fantastic native contrast that displays deep blacks in the dark. It has a full-array local dimming feature, but it's not that good. Its viewing angles are worse than other similar TVs, so it's really not suggested for a wide seating arrangement. The built-in SmartCast system doesn't come with an app store and can feel buggy at times, but you can cast anything you want from your phone using Google Chromecast or Apple AirPlay. The Vizio MQ7 is good for most uses. It performs best in dark rooms, like for watching movies, because it has a fantastic native contrast ratio for deep blacks. Its FreeSync support, low input lag, and quick response time make it great for gaming. It displays a wide colored gamut for HDR content, but it doesn't get very bright in that mode to make highlights stand out. It's decent for watching TV shows and sports, but it has narrow viewing angles if you want to use it in a wide seating area. Number 1. Hisense A6H. The Hisense A6H, also known as the A6 series or simply the A6, is an entry-level 4K TV in Hisense's 2022 lineup, and it's the replacement for the 2021 Hisense A6G. It's a budget model that sits below Hisense's UGG series, which starts with U6H, and above smaller budget models like the Hisense A4H. Although it supports variable refresh rate technology for gaming, it's still limited to a 60 Hz refresh rate and doesn't support HDMI 2.1 bandwidth. It's one of the first TVs on the market to run the Google TV 11 smart interface, which is fast and easy to use, and it has a great selection of apps, including all major streaming services. The Hisense A6H is an OK TV for mixed usage. It's best suited for watching movies or TV shows in a moderately lit room. It has a low contrast ratio, subpar black uniformity, and no local dimming feature, so it's not a good choice for watching movies or HDR content in a dark room. It's okay for gaming, as it has low input lag and variable refresh rate support, but its response time is just okay. So there's a bit of noticeable blur behind fast-moving objects. Finally, it's great for use as a PC monitor thanks to its wide viewing angle, so the image remains uniform even if you're sitting close to it, and it supports Chroma 4:4:4, which is important for clear text from a PC. Our recommendations above are what we think are currently the best 70-75-77-inch 4K TVs to buy for most people in each price range. We factor in the price. A cheaper TV wins over a pricier one if the difference isn't really worth it. Feedback from our visitors, and availability: no TVs that are difficult to find or almost out of stock everywhere. If you would like to do the work of choosing yourself, here is the list of all our reviews of 70-75-77-inch TVs. Be careful not to get too caught up in the details. While no TV is perfect, most TVs are great enough to please almost everyone, and the differences are often not noticeable unless you really look for them.